Hey guys, what's up? I was supposed to have done this video a couple days ago, but I was trying to gather more information in regards to the Predator nerfs that we had in the last update. And yes, despite the Predator always being in a big disadvantage on this game, I finally thought that it would be a good idea to nerf it even more, to make the Predator even weaker. Mainly like nerfs to energy. I think that most people notice this, especially when they try to play as the new Feral Predator. A lot of people are saying, oh, this Predator class has shit energy. Well, it wasn't exactly the Feral itself, it's that they nerfed the energy drain when you use the Cloak and the Thermal Vision together. Like, it's something that is affecting all Predator classes. And if you try to get to a class, just get like the usual Hunter class, and try to use Thermal Vision or Cloak on their own, the drain is not that significant, it's like not that much of a problem. But as soon as you use Thermal Vision and Cloak together, then yeah, it becomes a problem, because the energy drain just goes down super fast and it just limits the usage of Thermal, Cloak, and the Plasma Caster. So your energy at the Predator now is just very limited. Not only that, we got nerfs to many weapons. The Norse Hammer and the Axe were actually nerfed. They only mentioned the Norse Hammer, which the heavy attack went from 87 to 49. Light attack combo, the attacks went from 35 and 49 to 24 and 28. I mean, and there's not much a problem for melee weapons. I think that because they were never that good to begin with, I think that barely anyone used the Norse Hammer. The Axe was nerfed again. They had already nerfed the heavy attack, and now they nerfed the light attack combo from 35 damage and 49 to 24 and 39. So melee weapons are, I mean, these two melee weapons are even worse. I mean, if you're gonna go for melee, I guess your only option right now is gonna be the Alpha Sickle or the Hook, and try to just do it against like lone fighting players. They might have added like the new crossbow gun, which does 120 damage, but still, like, it's not that much. I mean, it still takes 2 of them to down a fighting player. The Plasma Caster still remains the most high damage weapon in the game at 140 damage, but you have to get a direct charged shots. And all the damage numbers which I'm mentioning here are the base damage without any buffs to like any perks and any specialization. This is like just base damage. Well, the combo stick throw appears to be remaining the same, no problem. It's still like doing the same amount of damage, which is 97 for body shots, and it should be 107 for headshots. While the pistol was nerfed in a previous patch, it still appears to be remaining the same. The damage before was 67.5, and in the patch that we had, I believe that around like May or April, it was nerfed to 54 damage. The Smart Disc remains the same in regards to the damage, 125. However, both the disc and the bolt gun, they are easier to destroy. The HP is much lower. I don't know exactly the percentage, but it's much lower. So it is much easier for you to force the fighting to destroy either the bolt or the Smart Disc. They appear to have the same amount of HP, which is like pretty much like they can just take like one sniper shot to get destroyed. So it's a big nerf. So we had nerf to melee weapons, we had nerf to the HP of the like the ranged weapons that can do among the ranged weapons that can do the most amount of damage. And the one that hurts me the most, the one that is bothering me the most, is the goddamn nerf, the Yautja bow. And that pisses me off, because this is my favorite weapon in the game, and this is the weapon that takes the most skill to use, the most skill to master. You need to be the most skillful with your aim to be able to use this weapon. And they nerf it. They actually, by looking at the data files that I asked some of my friends to take a look at, what they did, they increased the fighting armor that for like the armor that they have from damage from arrows. Before it was 0.75, and now it's 0.5. So what this results in practice is that now the fighting, when they get shot from an arrow at their bodies, is gonna drop from 57 to 45. So 57 to 45 for damage of the quick shots. Charged shots in the body went from 75 to 67. Headshots, they went from 90 damage in the heads, the quick shots, to 71. And I think that before the charged shots were 120, and now they are 108. So it's a damage reduction for the bow that is affecting both quick shots, charged shots, both body shots, both headshots. And also, as if that wasn't enough, they also nerfed the amount of arrows that you have. Now they nerfed the amount of arrows from 30 to 20. So what do we do now? Now what do Predators can do now? Like, what can we do, like to play? How do we actually can play well? Well, I'm still trying to figure this out. Like, people are gonna say, oh, use the crossbow gun. It does more damage. Well, the problem is that you only have 3 ammo for it, and it takes longer between each shot. It's like it's the fact that your camera leaves the Predator in order to go to the fighting, that leaves you exposed, so which leads to a lot of problems there. So like, you only have 3 of them, you cannot do have like as much shots as the bow. It's harder to hit than the bow, even at point blank, so it might do more damage. That the fact that like you need 2 hits to down a fighting. 120 damage is not gonna be enough to down a fighting, and it does not have headshot damage from the looks of it. You might be able to down a fighting with just 1 crossbow, if you try to just stack it with maybe downrange and stalker, but then again they have to be like maybe trapped. Like only in very ideal conditions that might be good. But right now I think that the best option is gonna be the plasma caster. Like just charge shots, like the red hit charge shots, that's like the most amount of damage, which is 140. And if you try to stack this with downrange and like stalker or analytic, the damage should be able to go up to 175. So I would say plasma caster is like pretty much like the best. I mean, if you're gonna go for damage alone, that's the best option. However, the energy drain nerf kind of limits it. Well, I've been taking a look at the classes now. I was testing the energy drain, and yeah, some of the classes the energy drain is faster on all of them. Like I said, it was a change that is affecting all the classes. However, certain classes have like more energy than the others. Energy reserve is another hidden stat that Iconic never brings it up. So certain classes, their energy drain lasts longer. Like you can say Wolf, Bionic, Pirate, their energy drain lasts longer. However, they appear to be having energy drain for using even Cloak on their own, while certain classes like Scar and Celtic it does not. So I've been testing these classes, and even though I was expecting actually Bionic, I was expecting Bionic to be the class that would have like the best energy reserve, like best energy regeneration, but actually Scar and Celtic are apparently the best options, because I was testing like many classes I would just like use Thermovision, see how much it drains, use Cloak Vision alone, see how much it drains, use them together, and then like switch Thermovision off and see if Cloak was gonna keep going down. And in all the classes, Cloak is gonna go down. However, in Scar and Celtic is not. In the case for Celtic, is actually gonna start regenerating. So let's say you started using Thermovision and Cloak together, like you're at the start of the match. You're gonna use Thermovision so you can use Target Isolation, and then you're gonna switch to Cloak. If you switch Thermovision off and just take Cloak to save up your energy, in Celtic case, is actually gonna regenerate. Well, with Scar, is gonna stand the same way. So I think the Scar and Celtic, if you're gonna go for energy, consider the energy nerf. I think they might be like the best options to use in regards to that. Because the other classes, if you just use Cloak, it's gonna drain. If you use Cloak and Thermo together, it's gonna drain very fast. At least with Celtic and Scar, if you switch Thermo off, you can stay cloaked pretty much forever. At least you can do that. Of course, there's gonna be instances where you might need to use Thermovision, but the energy regeneration on Celtic and Scar appear like to be the best ones in the game right now, so those might be like I mean, how I'm trying to adapt to the mass that Iconic makes, so the only way I can adapt to this, like to energy nerf, might be just to use Celtic and Scar, because they appear to have like overall the best energy regeneration. Like, so my idea here is that I might use Thermo and Cloak together at the start of the match to be able to spot the fighting better. In Celtic's case, I need to scan them because I have analytic, and as soon as I scan them, I'm just gonna have to play without Thermovision for more of the match, you know. I'm just gonna stay only cloaked, and the good thing is that now with Celtic, the Cloak is not gonna drain my energy while use it on its own. It's actually gonna regenerate a little bit. So, well, that's pretty much like the new information that I have in regards, but I'm like, we're still like testing more stuff, seeing if there's like more stuff hidden. Oh, actually, I almost forgot to mention, there was one buff to the Predator that they did not also mention in the patch notes. The second wind recharge is faster now. Before it was 5 minutes, now it's 3 minutes. So if you go second wind, your second wind bar is gonna come back. It's gonna be available again. You can go second wind again in around 3 minutes. If you use the impatient perk, you might come back like in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, 30 seconds, you know. So that was like a weird buff that I was not really expecting. So they actually buffed the second wind recharge for the Predator classes. So, well, this was just information that I had to give to everybody in this video. I appreciate you guys for watching.